Thanks for the tip-off. Got people clear before trouble hit. Drinks on me.
You spend far too much time here, Dorian.
This is where all my favorite people are. Besides, I have news, and every messenger bird I've met is dreadful at nuance.
The damn Venatori up to no good again?
What else? The cult lost people in Arlethan, and leadership has fallen to Knight Commander Lenos. He aims to bring the city to its knees.
But Minrathous is already falling apart.
I know. While the Varantis' attack on the city could have been much worse, the people's fear in the aftermath is palpable.
And the rumors about the Archon are true. He's dead. Assassinated during the Dragon's rampage. The palace has tried to keep the news from spreading until a new Archon steps up.
And no one has?
No one dares. Not with the Venatori circling like vultures. The risen gods are preparing for something big. And for that, they need fear. Chaos.
Just tell me how I stop them. What are they planning?
That's the problem. I don't know. But we'll find out. Lenos is the key to all of it. First, we stop what he's planning for Minrathous.
And then we find out what the gods are preparing for.
Let's hope it stays that simple. One of Lenos' Venatori associates is often at the Cobbled Swan. Let's see what we can get from him.
We? Dorian, you can't be going yourself.
It's the Swan. Everyone goes to the Swan.
I'll head out right now. What do you think of the Shadow Dragons?
They're good. They help people, even if they aren't actually dragons.
We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long.
Why don't you care?
There's Dorian.
There's Lenos' associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos' plan.
Mostly gone. Warm. I don't even know what this is. Ale? Looks like he's been nursing it a while. Half-eaten stale bread, water flask, muddy socks, and this map. Minrathous targets. That doesn't sound good. The bedroll. It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain. Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in a city. You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
Eyes up.
Vincent, never yield!
And Rook takes that. Die for failing! Company. There's a problem.
Looking good.
Something tore through these gates. Something big. Watch out! I bet this dark spawn was what tore through the gates.
We've got company. Well, look at that.
More blights in the way. That did it. We can get through now.
Think there's enough of them? Ready if you are.
Everything's crumbling down here. Might be tricky to get out.
At least a dozen people have been lost trying to map this place. But I've mentioned that.
We need to find the other boil. Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing. We got it. Way should be clear.
Shadow dragons? How did you find this place? Venator, to me! Do you think you won? Do you think you can stop the Venator? Venatori? Or the risen gods?
I don't know, but I can take you on.
The Shadow Dragons have brought nothing but chaos to the city.
At least we're not trying to blight it.
That's one less corrupt Templar in Rathus.
Can't say he'll be missed.
Let's look around, see what we find.
Weird place to hang out.
The Risen God's ritual. That's what the gods in the Venatori are preparing for. Lenos's documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans and what they want to do to Tevinter. These star charts predict an eclipse to make magic stronger.
So that's the play. A ritual performed under an eclipse to strengthen its power.
All this, the ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans, we have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
Let's head back. The Shadow...
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. It's about as Tevinter as blood magic and hubris. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on, now there's the real gold.
You've looked at it already. Of course you have.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means?
This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You on the throne, Dorian.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
Changing Tevinter, helping people. If we can get something good out of all this, I'm for it.
You've given us an opening, Rook, and believe me, we shall seize upon it.
But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies by whatever means necessary. I prefer to use it to rally the people. I say we make the information known. Allow the people to see the real justice served. Prove that from now on, we work for them.
We tried that already. Or have you forgotten the Lucerni? I no longer trust that political machine will work in our favor. No, we must get at the root of the problem before they can react. A more forceful approach. Destroy them and their networks utterly.
Swords and spies and blackmail? The devious means you learned in the South? If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same. No, we have to do this in the open. Show the people of Tevinter that we're here for them.
We're Shadow Dragons. It's right there in the name. You supported this because you knew the system didn't work for the people.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light. And Rook has brought us what we need.
May, the Imperium's politics burned you once and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, you have been instrumental in all this. Which strategy do you prefer?
Nevaris, you really believe making this evidence public will work?
Dorian wants to work behind the scenes, but once again, it's the Magisters and Highbloods pulling the Imperium's strings. That doesn't inspire. It's a tactic used by our enemies. We need to show Tevinter that we can be different.
Unless they find some way to bury it? Or leverage their wealth, power, and status as they often have before?
Politics is a long game. If we use force against our enemies, our allies will remember it.
Dorian, are you really suggesting violent revolution?
Not necessarily. Sometimes a mere threat of violence is sufficient.
He learned that from his friends in the south. I hear Ferelden settled a succession crisis with a duel.
It worked. Astoundingly.
We're not Ferelden.
I'm merely saying we need to consider bold and creative methods of achieving our ends. The game is rigged. Why play by rules crooked magisters already exploit? Clear the board and start over. If they're gone, we can fill the magisterium with those who respect the office. Then we'll actually see progress.
What sort of change are you trying to achieve?
For a start, slavery. Abhorrent. It needs to go no more.
And Tevinter has been ruled by the Altus Mages for all of its history. That must change. The Zoparati, non-mages, deserve a say in their own governance.
And all that's just the beginning of what will undoubtedly be a long journey.
Shouldn't you be on the same side?
We are on the same side. We both know what Tevinter needs. How best to get it, that's the question.
If we went with Dorian's plan, I'd support it fully. But we won't, because he'll come around and realize that I'm right.
And I'd absolutely back you up on that if you were right, which you aren't.
We'll see.
Will we?
You want me to choose who will be Archon? But I'm not even from here. I can't decide.
Then talk to the ones who are. See what they say. Asher and Tarquin, Nev, Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
All right, I'll go do that. So, what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. I'd call that a good day.
I meant about Maevaris and Dorian. We all want change. Who will be more effective in getting it?
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
You're the famed detective. What's the right call?
This isn't a murder.
Politics is murder. Isn't that what they always say?
Maevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes. But damn it, there's no right answer. They both play the game well, and Tevinter's ready for change. But the best way to get it, who can make it happen, I wish I knew.
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked Templar in town.
The city will be better off with them gone.
We can hope.
Lenos made my life miserable. Rana's too.
I hear he started out different. Maybe he once cared about something other than gold. But I didn't know that, Lenos. And I'm not gonna mourn the one I did. Still, I'll thank the bastard for writing everything down and delivering it to us all neat.
Dorian and Maevaris still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
And they asked for my opinion. Can you believe it?
After all that talk about people needing a voice, I'd be looking at them sideways if they didn't.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Maevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Maevaris returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No, they'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
What do you think might happen, depending on who leads?
With May, she gets power back again, gets one more shot at changing Tevinter from the top down. Worst that could happen is nothing. But that's what you risk when all you rely on is hope. But with Dorian...
We could get chaos, strife. Things might get harder before they get easier. If they get easier.
I'll take my chances.
What if we pick the wrong person?
They both care. They'll both try their best. There is no wrong person. With your help, we've come further than we have in years. Change isn't a straight line. All that matters is that we keep moving.
And that's just fancy talk for thanks, Rook. You did good.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods? So they can destroy the world?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers. You ask too much, Maevaris.
Look at me, such a fool.
Ah, it's Rook. You spoke with the others.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
What happens after it's decided who'll lead?
Well, Lenos is gone, the cult's numbers are down, and they're scrambling to prepare for the god's ritual. They'll be distracted. It's a perfect opportunity to get our preparations in order.
All plans contingent on surviving the current disaster, of course.
Maevaris should lead.
I will not squander the opportunity. That is my promise to you all.
And May will have my full support, of course, for when enemies get in our way.
They will. It is Tevinter, after all.
The risen gods are still causing chaos. The people will need your voice to keep them fighting.
Oh, they will fight. This city has strength enough to stand against any so-called gods. We will win the day, and after that, we will win a brighter Tevinter for all of us.
Have you heard about these shadow dragons?
Buskers in Docktown? Who's our next version?
So, what's the story?
If Rana was right, Alia's in Sanctum Lucican. We've chased the leads. This is it. We find the Sanctum, Alia's blood magic ritual site, and Docktown's missing people.
Some news between friends. Venatori got Damas. The boss is dead.
What? Who's running the threads?
They'll follow last orders for a bit, then someone grabs control or we fall apart. Time's running out.
You don't seem that upset.
I'm pretending not to talk to you. Making a scene might look funny.
Alec, the threads used some of the catacombs for smuggling.
The cult pushed us out across the city, but I still know the ways in. What's the favor?
Nev, Brooke, you have news. I wasn't sure you'd tell me.
I said I would.
No, I asked you to, and never mind.
Relax, Rana. Gang's all here.
Smooth.
Sanctum Lucican is underground, in a lost stretch of catacombs near the Thread Market.
Good. I can help.
I told you what I found. I owed you that. We hand Aelia to her latest boss, and how long does she stay caught?
My boss doesn't know I'm here. I'll go around him and get a writ. We'll hand Aelia to the cleanest Justicar in the city.
You'll lose your job for that.
I'll live. And Docktown will see people stand up for it.
When will Aelia start the ritual? How do we know she hasn't already?
We don't. But I know her. If she was done, she'd have made her next move. A complex ritual takes resources, supplies. Aelia's war with the Thread slowed her down, but time's short.
Tick-tock.
The people Aelia took, are we sure they're...
Alive. If she needs blood for the ritual, she'll want it fresh. If she wants puppets, she needs them alive.
And if you're wrong?
We give people closure.
How many Venatori are we
Aelia's never short on zealots.
You're up for a fight, right?
All right, let's go.
Now? I need time to...
Give Aelia time to know we're moving, and we're dead. The job's simple. We enter the sanctum, get to the ritual site, and hit Aelia by surprise.
Can you get in without the cult noticing?
If we can get into the catacombs, we can get in.
Just hold Aelia. I'll catch up.
Alone? You'll get yourself killed. I'll send someone for you.
I'll set a man at the market to get you inside. Just make the cult bleed.
All right, let's get to the Thread Market.
It was Venatori. They painted... They won't know. What am I supposed to do? It's not like you. Really?
Yeah. I hate to ask, but how many people has Aelia taken?
That I know for sure, too many.
Find someone.
We got a body.
What's this? He's got something on him.
Alex, man. The Venatori got him first. He was watching Venatori movement, spying on the entrance to Sanctum Lucican. We need to get in there. All right. I've got another way in. Follow me. We get one shot at Aelia. Just one.
We're ready for it.
You alright? Yes, sorry. Haven't really been sleeping.
People are scared. You can smell it on them.
Can't blame them.
Still messed up.
We're almost there.
You have a back way into the Thread Market.
A little something I uncovered. Don't tell Alec. There's our way to the market. Leave the entrance to me.
I'm guessing it isn't simple.
There's a trick to the enchantment. Just need to untangle it.
All right, we're in.
Let's move. Venatory guards. If they report back to Alia, it's over.
Time for a fight! Okay, stop dying! Gift of the gods! I speak! Okay, stop dying!
Nice move.
Yes!
Right. Now what?
The note on the dead man. It mentioned a warehouse. Let's look around. Place is a mess, but look what stands out.
Statue guards the secret entrance. That's a classic.
It's our way in. Once we're over there. We're through. Sanctum should be ahead.
So the tunnels go under the water?
In places. Tunnels used to run to every island Minrathous owned. Most of them flooded ages ago. Some are cut off from the city, but not all of them. More of Alia's Venatori.
We're in the right place.
Their defiance is strong! We are fighting our masters!
Let's finish this!
Alia won't hear from them.
Come on, we need to get inside. We're close,
Nev?
I'm fine. This is it. Sanctum Lucican, the god of night keeping people in the dark. Isn't that perfect? I can feel blood magic here. Alia's getting stronger. And her ritual. I've got a sick feeling it's going to work.
Hey, we're with you. You freeze them, I'll burn them.
Not the worst plan.
We've got company.
The time has come. It begins now.
For the glory of Kazinta, reborn!
Becomes mine.
Lucky shot.
They said the time has come. Alia's getting started.
If we're lucky, she's distracted, but we need to keep moving.
So the blood ritual Alia's doing, she says it's from the risen god, meaning Elganon.
She'd bargain with anyone if he gave her the power, and the city she's after. The fact that he doubled as Tevinter's god of night must have made the whole deal sweeter.
What happened here?
A warm-up for the ritual.
Demons.
All the blood magic in this place attracts
They're dead now!
What a mess. And still no sign of Docktown's missing people.
the magic from the other side of this barrier. I don't like it.
Which means that's the way to go.
In the cage. That's...
He's from Docktown, a paper seller.
Nev Gallus. Did you think I wouldn't notice you were here?
Aelia.
Mage blood. All your power. And how do you waste it? Chasing thieves. Playing Shadow Dragon. Fighting Minrathus.
Nev, can you stop this?
I can stop their hearts faster.
Why these people? Why Docktown?
I couldn't draw the Magisterium's attention. Not before I had the magic to guide those in power.
Then Docktown was a test.
They don't understand. You won't save them. What do you do for the city, Nev Gallus? Complain that it's not what you want. I gave Docktown purpose. The humble serve the...
Their only chance is if we stop her ritual, break her power.
Nev, are you?
I'm fine. We've got a job to finish.
Nev, look. Over here.
Rana, Alec, your route through the catacombs still worked. Guessing it was as safe as ours.
Help that you tore through the place.
I'll take all the friendly faces I can get.
In this place, I don't blame you.
Alec, sticking around for the fight?
I've got people in the tunnels and I want in. The cult hit Thread territory. We protect our streets.
The threads. Nev, we can bring Aelia in. Let people see her face justice.
Left the Templars to play hero, did we? Scared to get your hands dirty? We did, and it held Aelia off.
So she disappears? Or we spread rumors of murder? Docktown needs hope, not fear.
Play nice, lose the zealot, and guess who winds up dead? If scaring cultists does the trick, we'll send a message. Docktown's ours.
Could we all act like we're on the same side for a minute?
Oh, we can be.
Great. Then let's go.
Alien knows we're here, but there's a chance she's not marked you. Go and stay out of sight. If we can throw a surprise at her, we might have a shot.
Hey, what's the plan?
Stop Alia.
Right, but how?
One step at a time. Frankly, that's all I can take.
All right.
Do you feel that, Nev Gallus? The old magic, our legacy. It returns.
You aren't the future, Alia. You're a murderer.
I am Minrathus. Its dark truth and bright power. The city won't miss you. Docktown won't too.
Dogtown has you, and they see it.
Just want hope. A chance.
When this is over, I will bring it to them.
You won't. But I'll give it a shot.
No! Your death serves our cause. Proof that those without faith fall.
The Imperium
I've got
we
faith,
attack.
just not in you. Stop the
Spill their blood.
Nice move, bro.
Yeah, looking good.
Me! When I take Minrathus, the city will thrive! Asshole cultists!
You can handle them.
See if they burn.
Cannot withstand us!
The town is finished with you!
Not too bad.
God heed me. Move it! Good shot!
Nali, move's yours. Not bad.
Our followers will rise. We will rise to victor.
Rise and try something new.
Throw your life away. It's what you've done already. Winter, Minrathus, they're broken. We both know it. I would raise us all. You...
I do what I can. Rana, take Aelia. Make sure Docktown sees it happen.
You tried to stop me before!
And if you escape, I'll find you again. And every time I do, Minrathus will see someone standing against people like you. Aelia's in custody. Fair doesn't always win in Docktown. Maybe it did this time.
You've been chasing Aelia a long time.
Yeah?
And you won. I know it wasn't easy, but does it help?
Not yet. But it will.
So, what now?
Rana's out of the Templars. I asked her to join me. Docktown could use another investigator. If people need help, someone to stand up for them. Looks like they're stuck with us. I've played this game a long time. Counted on myself for most of it. At the end of the day, that's who I had left. So here we are. We've chased Aelia, faced a couple guards, and somehow you stick.
I could say the same about you.
All right. Better get out before it gets sappy.
Can't have that.
Brooke?
Yeah?
Thanks.
Anytime.
Manifestation.
Rook, I had an idea. I figured it's a good time to check in with Eldrin. See how his Griffin training is coming along. Want to come with me to Arlethan?
Sounds like a plan.
It'll be good to see those feathery faces again.
Hey, Lucanus.
Yes?
You and Nev?
Yes.
Nice catch.
Thanks.
And Spite's good with her?
No talking. When her hat comes off, go play with beasts.
Okay.
Hey, Rook. Irlin and Strife reached out. They finished preparations for Syrian's funeral. I could use someone to come with me. If you're able, just let me know, okay?
Sure thing.
Tell me if I'm prying, Harding, but do you feel any remnant of the Titan's shade?
Oh, no. Well, maybe. Yes? It's complicated.
Would you care to talk about it?
I think the Shade was a splinter of the Titans that recognized me as home. She brought the horrors of our past. But the anger was mine. And now I know and feel things I didn't before.
But not as a separate entity.
Exactly. And hey, thanks for asking.
and knowledge.
We offer this form to the sky, the sea, and the earth. Thanks, Rook, for coming. I don't think I could have done this alone.
We're a team. We stick together, no matter what.
Still, I appreciate it. Anyways, we need to light 3 more braziers. Each one represents an aspect of the self. It's been this way for centuries. It's part of who the Dalish are. Maybe the archive could have told me why before I freed it, but it's what I know and what I want.
Never really been good at funerals. Sorry in advance for crying, which I will definitely do.
Oh, that's okay. I don't mind. Anyways, let's head to the first brazier. Okay, the first brazier should be ahead somewhere.
How far?
However far it needs to be, I guess. I wonder what we lost by freeing the archive, I mean.
Besides an opportunity to be called witless fool a dozen times a day?
Definitely not gonna miss that.
Belara.
Hey, Irulan.
Look, if you need to talk, let me know. I don't want our history to make things awkward, and I'm still your friend, you know? Anyways, time to light the first brazier.
A third we give to the sky, to share your story with the sun and moon. Feels a little weird saying that one with everything we know now. It's not the ancient elf's fault that Elgernon is, well, what he is. Did I make the right choice? Freeing the archive? Losing that piece of who we were?
I've had to make a lot of decisions. Some were hard, some were easy. Eventually you have to choose. And what happens, happens.
I just wish I knew whether I made the right choice. But I guess we really never know until it's all over. Anyways, let's head to the next brazier.
It's unusual to see all these obstacles in the way of a funeral. Death's hard to deal with, though, no matter where you come from.
Each obstacle's supposed to represent grief and moving past it, literally. But yeah, it's a little weird, probably. Syrian would have laughed at it. Okay, on to the next brazier. What they did. Nev, what are you doing here?
What? You know I show up for you, Belle. They'd only let one of us come, though. The rest send their regards, especially Emmerich.
I'm just... Wow. Thank you, Nev. And everyone else.
Hey, as long as I'm around, you've got family. All right, go on and light the brazier.
Third we give to the sea, to share your story with the heart of the world. We always talked about visiting other lands. Syrian and me, I mean. Does the rest of the world look like Thedas? Shattered by the Ebenurus? What would things have been like if they'd never existed?
Well, we've now met 3 elven gods and 1 almost god, and honestly, can't say I care much for them. But most of the other elves I've met have been pretty okay. At least the ones that aren't gods.
I keep trying to remember. The Elven were the first people the Ebenurus enslaved. They broke us and kept us broken. We survived in spite of them, not because of them. But it's still hard, knowing what I know. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, one more brazier to go. I'd always get the words wrong. In the rituals, I mean. Syrian would laugh at me. Well, not in a mean way, and he'd help me. It meant a lot.
So why are there people waiting after the obstacles?
It's a reminder that on the other side of even the hardest days...
I thought Dalish clans planted trees for their funerals.
This is what we've always done, that I remember, anyway. Well, we didn't use ancient magic before. First time I went to a funeral was for my grandma.
Balara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
Thanks, Strife. I'm glad you're here.
He was one of us, even if he never officially joined.
He died protecting Arlathan, even knowing the cost.
Saving the world. Seems like it might run in the family. Time to light the last brazier.
And a third returns to the soil, to blossom once again into life. And that's it. A Dalish funeral, or one version, at least. It hasn't changed much in centuries. From and to the earth.
Are you going to be okay?
You know, I thought I'd be sadder, but I'm okay, mostly. It hurts, but a little bit less every day. Freeing the archive, was it the right choice? Does it mean Syrian died for nothing?
Well, you sent Anaris back to whatever nightmare he came from. That's not nothing.
That's a really good point. He wanted to reclaim our past, find the truth of who we were. He never got that, never found out what he wanted. But he did the right thing. And I got to say goodbye. That's worth something, right? Now I have to live my life for him
For me, and for our people.
They aren't your problem to solve. You need to live for yourself.
That's true. There's still lots to do, to change. Not to mention, rampaging evil gods. We'll figure out who we were, who we are, and we'll do it the right way. It's time we let the ghosts of the past rest. I hope you've found peace and that we'll meet again. Goodbye, Syrian. I love you.